What's going on, everyone? It's Darkstrider, and being that Stellar Blade had come out on PC, they gave an update to the both PC and PS5 ports of Stellar Blade. Particularly, they gave us a bunch of new nano suits. So one of the coolest nano suits that you can obtain is going to be the Royal Guard suit, which is what the women who are basically guarding the different Altes, Livor, and stuff like that, they wear this outfit. So in order to get it, you simply need to defeat Mann, who is the guardian of Oracle, if you've been paying attention to the game and the story and whatnot. So, very simply, it's going to be not that hard to defeat him and whatnot. If you want a full breakdown of the gear that I was wearing in order to do this, I'll put a link in the description below to my boss rush setup. The way that I have built Eve in that setup, she's really a force to be reckoned with as far as defense and offense, and just give you the right kind of combination that you need. So basically, Mann is really not too tough. You can block most of his attacks and whatnot. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that you've got things like the grenades. Those stun grenades, you can actually drop and you buy yourself some time. It'll kind of knock him out a little bit and give you time to either recover or attack. You could do a quick heal and whatnot and then get in there. The other thing that I'm going to suggest is just being very careful with your beta skill. When you're using your beta skills, sometimes he'll jump out of the way and whatnot. All of the bosses will do that. You just want to be very, very leery of that, because in this scenario, you don't have the benefit of the pump so that you could just bring yourself back to life. And of course, you do have limited health depending on how far you are in the game. Also, whatever potions that you have in order to heal yourself, those are also limited by basically what you have or do not have in the game. So obviously, the further along you are in the game, especially if you're a New Game Plus, the better off you are. Now, in New Game Plus, you can get some pretty outstanding gear, some higher level gear, and you may want to wait until you get New Game Plus before you actually go and get into this battle. However, some of you are pretty skilled and this will be no thing for you. It may be a thing if you have the Nike crossover. That's going to be a little tough. That's a different video, but again, we'll get into that. And again, I'll show you in the description below. I'll put a link to my video showing you what the best gear is in order to take these bosses on, including the hard mode. This is supposed to be normal mode. We do have hard mode that you have to challenge for certain nano suits, and you're going to want to pay attention to that for that specific reason. Anyway, the second round that you go with Mann, he clearly has this massive, I don't know if it's like an axe, if it's a club, whatever it is, it can do heavy duty damage, as you see. Your best bet is going to be to kind of roll out of the way, do some deflections. As you saw, I got a deflection in and it gave a retribution. The only way to do that is to break his shields. If you start breaking down the shields by deflecting and whatnot, that's when you'll see that happen. So be very careful. The other thing that you want to do, like you just saw me do, roll out of the way when you have all those different mines that he'll throw and whatnot. Another good thing to do is going to be to make sure that you are able to do the other version of the skills, the red versions. As you see, those do a lot of great stunning and also some health regeneration. So, alter it between both of those. Not just the beta skills, the other skills as well. That one skill that I did where I jumped up in the air and I landed with the sword, that will actually knock them out just in case you run out of the grenades that you could throw on the ground to knock them out. All right, so keep that in mind as well. These are different strategies that you want to do. As you can see, even though I'm taking some hits, it's not really hurting me that much. I know it's going to be tough to avoid when he uses the gun. Definitely try, roll out of the way if you can, and definitely take advantage when you see him hit that ground. Sometimes he'll hit the ground, and you definitely want to make sure that you run up on him immediately to go and just do as much damage as possible and be prepared. Now, as you can see on the lower right hand side, he kind of blocked my attacks. That is no problem. Do not panic. Definitely use those grenades during that time to just get a couple of seconds if you need. Definitely don't be afraid to use them. And then finally, as you can see, I went into tacky mode and I'm going to take him out. Do this kind of like towards the end. Don't start out with this like as soon as you're able to. You kind of want to reserve this, especially in case of an emergency. If you know, he's whooping you a little too hard, if you're taking a little too much damage, you want to use this sparingly. You want to use this basically to end the fight. Now at this point I'm still ahead, so for me it really didn't matter. As you can see, I'm still going to be able to take him down, and of course I still have more healing potions left. So I mean, right now I'm good. I'm just blocking when I can and counterattacking when I can, when I'm able to. Also using my beta skills whenever possible, as long as I can get the shot in. And there you go, there's the red beta skill. He rolled back a little bit. Guy is pretty much dead. He's just gone. Here we go, watch this out. Yep, he's gonna swing that around. The best bet is to get out of range of it. If not, try to just duck it like I did. As you can see, the further out you go, the more of those grenades he drops from that stuff. So here we go. He's basically on his death throes, and it's just going to take this one last beta skill. That's it for him. He's gone. And then remember, at the end, once you defeat the boss, that you do have a sort of button mashing session that you have to get into, depending. But that's it. That's all there is to it. Mann is defeated, and once he's defeated, you will be given your reward, which is going to be the Royal Guard outfit. And you could use it as soon as you go into the game, the normal game again. And as far as what you want, when you start these games, when you start these attacks, use from your previous save, not a preset. Use from your previous save, and again, use what I showed you. Anyway, that's all there is for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.